Good morning everybody, Vasilis Girasis for Trader24. Another dismal performance on the JSE yesterday. We saw the market open up weaker. It looked like it was holding up for the first hour or so. It looked like we could get a bit of a bounce. Unfortunately though, as the euro dollar moved down to lows of the day, we saw our market follow that trend to the downside, and selling pressure continued. And as the Dow came online late afternoon, we saw even further selling. Market down by 5 p.m. on closing time. We saw it was down about 1.2% to trade at 33,814 points. We did however see a bit of a bounce in the last hour of trading as the Dow moved higher, but again not enough to really impact our market much. A couple of our biggest losing counters yesterday: Anglo American PLC, that was down about 2.85%. BHP Billiton also trading lower, down 2.1% on the day. World's largest platinum miner, Amplats, also came out with their results yesterday. They withheld their dividend, suspended the dividend, which didn't bode very well. And of course they also stated that the platinum market could even take years to recover. The general weakness basically come out of negative news out of the Eurozone, renewed fears in Greece. It looks like Spain might need a formal bailout now too. And I think going forward markets are going to continue to trade on the negativity and the news coming out of the Eurozone. Prime Minister Samaras even coming out and saying that the situation in Greece now is similar to the depression of the 1930s in the US. In other local news, the South African Reserve Bank came out with its annual economic report yesterday and reported that mining and manufacturing in South Africa maintained or was vulnerable to renewed weakness in the economy, and that the current growth of 3% was not enough to reduce the unemployment rate, which is currently sitting at about 25.2%. Just a couple of graphs I want to look at now quickly that we have mentioned in the past and that we've looked at. I just want to follow up and review these graphs. I'll begin with MTN. I did mention the last time I spoke about this graph that MTN has been range bound for quite a while. In fact, it's been range bound for about the last 15 months or so. We do see that it has now broken out through this 147 key level. However, with all the negativity and the weakness in the market, I would trade this one with caution. Wait for a pullback, wait for it to retest the 147, and should it pick up from there, that's where I would go long. Many times we see investors getting, trading the false breakouts and losing money, as it could break down through the 147 to the downside again and go back into the trading channel. Our strategy on this one: wait for a retest at 147. Should it bounce, go long. Target price of about 165. As an alternative strategy, if it does not hold and it breaks down from the 147 breakout level, I would then go short and look for a 4 or 5 rand movement to the downside. Another graph that we did mention, and I think is looking interesting, we did say that the gold counters are looking quite interesting at the moment and are looking for to move to the upside. The rand yesterday, we saw it move from 8 rand 26 close on Friday and traded yesterday at 8.46. Our gold counters are a good rand hedge, and of course a weaker rand normally helps these gold counters. The only problem here being that if the dollar does move strongly against the other currencies, we could see the commodity prices fall further, and hence we could see the golds break down from levels where they're at the moment. Having said that, however, though, Anglo Gold, we still like this graph. It has now reached strong support at about 200, just above 250 rand. It needs to break that down channel there, that little downtrend, in order to really get going. Our strategy, we still maintain that you can go long here at 255. Very tight stop loss, although should it break the strong support line, we could see a strong move to the downside. So stop loss 248, 247. Should it bounce from here though, should it break that downtrend and move to the upside, we've got a target of 275 and possibly even 300 on this graph. On Thursday, I'd like to actually discuss Anglo American PLC. I did mention earlier that it was down almost 3% yesterday. Anglo American looking quite interesting on the graphs as well. looking very ugly potentially, so that's a graph I will want to discuss on Thursday with you guys and just have a look at it and see what our potential price targets are on that one. So stay tuned for that one. But going into today's trade, news to look out for. In China, HSBC manufacturing PMI. In the Eurozone, we've got market manufacturing PMI and market services PMI coming out. United Kingdom this morning, BBA mortgage approvals. And of course out of the US later, news to look out for their market manufacturing PMI and the housing price index. Vasilis Girasis for NakedTrader.com.